Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Excuse the hair, I have bad helmet hair from this. Look, yeah. Your boy was killing the streets, dare they say. Anyways, today the Discord bot is down for rating fan builds, but I thought it'd be a cool idea to check out the server's best creations. Now, if you're unfamiliar, in the Discord server, we have a creations tab, and then if that creation gets enough likes from the server members, then it goes into best creations. So I thought this would be a cool way to sort out all the people who either have a good style or just make some insane stuff. We're gonna start right here because why not? This is like from 2 weeks ago, so I feel like that's far enough back. Oh, I just noticed I have this motorcycle shirt on. All right, guys, quick side note, look at this. So this one is a Honda Grom. This one is a CBR, and I've had both of them. The one in the middle is actually my dream bike. How do I do this? This side? This is so complex. This middle bike is a Honda Goldwing, and it's quite literally my dream bike right now, but it costs $30,000, so I'm gonna just stick to making videos. We'll see, maybe someday. Anyways, we're starting out with Blue Scout. This guy's absolutely insane, and he definitely sticks around this like horror-esque style. It always looks good. I can't say anything bad about it, man. I'm going 9 out of 10 just because I wish there was more screenshots. We got some chests from Dan is Dev. These look pretty good, pretty nice and fun. They do have a bit of a Play-Doh-esque look, which could be the style you're going for. I do have one tip. It looks like they might be textured. So if they are, and you want to get rid of that like weird shine like this, which makes it look a bit more like Play-Doh in my opinion, as long as the item is textured, if you put the fabric material on it in Roblox, it will look flat. Like it won't be all glossy. So, or matte is the right word. And I personally think that looks a lot better, but these look pretty good, man. I'm gonna go a 7. All right, I'm not gonna zoom in on this, and I hope my editing skills are good enough to blur it out because it will somehow get me canceled. Up next, Z. We have some UI that looks very, very nice. It looks a lot like the UI I made for Super Slayers, except if it was made by a professional UI designer. Like, I tried to do some of this stuff, right? Beautiful teleport, some dots in the back, but my dots looked horrible. Like, this looks so nice. This is a 10 out of 10 in UI design. I'm gonna go 9 out of 10, actually. I'm sorry. I'm revoking 1 point. 9 out of 10, just because I have seen the style before, okay? We have to give originality points, but this still looks super clean. Great job. This is a guy I should know. This is indeed a guy I should know, I feel. Zombie? Is it a zombies character? No. I'm gonna sound so stupid. You guys are gonna know who this is, and I might sound dumb. Overall, it looks very human-esque, so I will give you a 9 out of 10. If you're going for super realism, I'll give you a 6 out of 10. But it looks pretty cool. I put his name in the comments, guys. For some reason, it's screaming zombies character, but I don't think that's right, and you guys are gonna flame me so bad. Up next, D4R with an axe. This actually looks sick. It looks like you got a little lazy with this little ring down here. It looks good, but not finished. Like everything else has a pretty hard edge and a more finished feel. And then down here, I have to say it again, we have sort of that Play-Doh-esque look, but it still looks super sick. Way better than any weapon I've ever made. I'm gonna give it a 7. Oh, this is animated then, isn't it? Is this animated? Oh, I don't want to full screen it. Okay. It is animated. Yo. All right. That's a 10 out of 10. Just because you had to model, rig, and animate, that's 3 skills, and I have like half of one of those. Great job. That's a 10 out of 10 for me. Okay. This might be a hot take. Don't hate me too much for it. So yes, at first glance, it looks good, but when you look at it more, things don't exactly make sense. First off, I would imagine this is rendered in Blender. If it's not, and it's in Studio, good for you. But I would imagine this is rendered in Blender, and some things just don't make sense. This is super glossy. These look like nails on the ground, but the nails are bigger than the gas pumps. It's just strange. Like the ground texture seems huge, I guess. And for me, that's kind of throwing it off. That's better than any kind of realism build that I could do, but something is just throwing it off for me, and I don't know exactly what it is. I want to say it's the ground texture. I'm gonna go with the 5 out of 10, but once again, it's better than anything I could do in a realistic vibe. I don't know what's throwing it off either. Let me know if you guys think something's tossing it off in the comments. It doesn't look like it because 72 of you thought it was awesome. We got a town. This has a very anime-esque style to it, and I don't hate it. I do wish we had maybe like a closer to the ground screenshot so I could see that grass sort of flowing. That just makes every build look so much better. I'm gonna give this one a 7 or an 8. I think I'd give it a higher score with different screenshots. First off, this waterfall is a 10 out of 10 by itself, but this angle to me is a little bit of an L. We got some pets from Dabu. These are incredible. Sometimes I look at your guys' work and it just reminds me like I taught a lot of you guys the very basics and I'm still doing the base. This looks awesome, man. I am horrible at pets. These look great. I'm going 10 out of 10 on them. I'd try to get this one in a game, dude. Throw some particles on there, you're good to go. A fuse machine. This looks pretty cool. It does seem super heavily inspired by Pet Simulator X, but then again, what isn't these days, including my own games? I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. My hair looks so goofy today. Oh, we missed a fire hydrant. This is a 10 out of 10. I don't even need to say anything about it. Who made this? L Devs. Yeah, dude, that looks perfect. I don't know what I would change. This is such a cool mix of cartoon and realism. I will say I don't think the middle of these is actually metal. I think it's plastic on pretty much all of them. And plastic doesn't rust nor dent like a chip like this. So that's kind of tossing it off for me a little bit. There might be metal ones out there. I might just be closed-minded. But I think I'm gonna give this like a 7. No, I mean a 6. Couple of reasons. Number 1, I don't think these are actually metal. Number 2, the water jug on the top seems like abnormally small in comparison to the machine. So we're gonna go with I hate to keep dropping it, but we're gonna go with a 5 or a 6, man. The style of it's really sick though. Bro, what are you even doing? I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 just because it's not textured yet. It should be a 10 out of 10, but I'm excited to see it textured. So hopefully they submit this in the next one of these that we do with a texture on it. 10 out of 10. This is sick. This stylized. I guess it's called that for a reason. That's a 10 out of 10 for me. Forest map whip. This has such a good vibe going for it. I love your border style as well. It's just different, a little bit different. This one's gonna be like a 8 out of 10 for me. Has a really cohesive style and just looks good. Oh, don't tell me we got another animation. Oh, don't tell. What do we got going on? Is it a jukebox? Wait, it's a donut? Wait, what? I wish they made the donut go to the behind it so you couldn't see it in the animation, but that's pretty cool. I gotta give it a 10 out of 10 once again, just because animating, modeling, texturing, once again, I can't really do all that. I do want to learn someday, maybe, hopefully. This is sick. I love how simple it is, but it's also detailed. 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. That looks insane. Actually insane. Moth? Oh yeah, I can't re-topo, it lags. Okay, so it looks insane, probably because of its poly count. Still a 10. That looks so cool. Oh, black and gold? You get a 10. I don't even need to break the model apart. This looks fantastic. Black and gold's my favorite. If you don't know, you kind of instantly get 10s. I mean, I have given a 0 to one black and gold build because they made it a cube that was just black with a gold face. And it was kind of you're just trying to get a free 10, man. But this is a 10 out of 10. Yo, who is this? Oliver, 3 days into Photoshop and UI designing. 3 days? Nah, bro, he's got to be capping. Am I wrong? Guys, this guy's got to be capping. First off, if this is you in 3 days, DM me right now so I can commission you while your prices are still cheap. I would imagine your prices and your work will be highly wanted in the very near future, man. Let me commission you while your prices are cheap, bro. All right, if you're looking for commissions, which you probably are getting a lot, but yes, I will definitely hire you for. That's insane. That's actually incredible. Oliver, that's a 15 out of 10. I don't know what is standing out about it to me, but it looks so good. I don't think I've ever given a 15 out of a 10. How did we get this? How did we get a download into best creations? I don't want to jump because then I'm gonna lose my spot. Okay, I'm sorry. It gotta be pretty cool because it made it to best creations, but I don't want to download it. This UI has a cool idea, and I do feel bad that this is after the other guy's UI because it's just it's not to par with that one. And I think for me, it's because I'm still a child at heart. So super bright colors are yay. But this seems a little bit dulled out. Has a good layout and everything and a cool look, but it just seems a bit too dulled out for me. So personally, a 6 out of 10. Texture practice. This is practice. If I turned this in as homework, I'd be yeah, that's right. I'm the GOAT. Yeah, this is good, man. 7 out of 10. 8 out of 10. That's nice. More texture practice. 9 out of 10. Is that, we just want to keep climbing the scale? These are nice. Bro, this First off, I've been wanting to make a map like this for so long, like a magical chaos type map. I think the idea here is 10 out of 10. The execution is 5 out of 10. And I'm gonna tell you why. When I see these, like, I instantly think magical, right? So when I see these, I want to see, this might be my inner child speaking again. Vivid colors. Have you guys ever played Revelations? It's a zombies map on Black Ops 3, I think. And that map is the embodiment of my favorite ever aesthetic. Magical chaos is what I'm gonna call it. And someday, I really need to try to build a map like this, but more in my own style, of course. I want to give this a 10 out of 10 because the style of it is my favorite, but I can't because it's so dulled out in black and gray. So it's like, oh, really mixed emotions right now. Dude, I don't know. It's like so good and such like a letdown at the same time. I'm just sending it, man. I'm giving you a 7. It does deserve more probably, but I just wish there was some colors, man. This is sick. See this? I don't know if I should say it. I don't know if this would sound bad to the person who made it. This seems more like something you could quote as texture practice. I still can't texture even this good. But it does look a little bit more unfinished, or a little more like these guys are still learning how to texture. The model itself looks very good, and the texture still needs a little bit of work in my opinion. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Once again, really like the model, but the texture is a little bit lacking for me. Also, humble, if that hurt your feelings, I'm sorry. I'm so bad at being like, I don't even know. It's not rude, it's honest, I guess. VFX, this is cool, man. You get a 7. Oh my gosh. I'll give these a 10. These look sick. If they were a UGC, which they might be, I'm sure a lot of people would buy them. These are nice. My first ever digital drawing. Man deserves best creation for real. You know what? I'm gonna do a 5. Simulator map. I hope this is an older commission or an older game that you made, because clickers, I'd be surprised to see a normal clicker game pop off again. This looks okay. We do have a weird sort of, it's super vibrant, but also super dulled out. And I think that's the use of this sort of brown, grayish brown color. In my opinion, it got a bit overused. I'd love to see some variation in the brown lightness and darkness in the whole border. And then also in the middle, I don't like how the ground matches the houses and then the paths, and everything just seems too one color. But it also makes the greens pop a lot more. But for me, I'd like to see just a little bit of color variation. I'm gonna go 7 out of 10. Someday, maybe I should learn how to make blades. And then I think to myself, probably not. I like this whole thing except for this piece right here. It just seems like a weird, how should I connect this? And then we made this. Still think it should get like an 8 though. Like, it looks really good except for this part in my opinion. And it looks like this is our last one today. Some gun. This thing looks sick. Now I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 because I want to see it textured. It would get a 10 out of 10 if there was a texture, I think. Unless the texture was really bad, like my skill level texturing, then it could probably go down. But I think a 9 out of 10 is pretty good for that. So guys, that is best creations of the past 2 weeks. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you did enjoy, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.